Hey guys, what's going on? Computer Plus here, and today I'm gonna give you guys a review, not an unboxing, a review of the Vizio E series 40-inch LED smart TV, the revision of 2014 model, not 2013 or 2012 model. Well, let's take a look at the back of the TV to give you guys a full fetch of how the TV looks at the back. So of course we got our main setup, which is the USB port, one USB port only, sadly. We got three HDMI ports, which the top one is right here. We got a audio optical out port, a left and right audio port, four amplifiers or VCRs or um anything else you could use it for. Three more HDMI ports at the back. As I mentioned, we had three HDMI ports, a Ethernet port, which they recommend to use instead of the Wi-Fi, component ports, which very much no one really uses, but people use it the same way. We got a cable port, which pretty much you plug a cable in and plug it from the wall or something like that, but no one really uses that because once you get the HDMI TV or HDTV, use HDMI cables, not ports, or not the cable thing. We got the port at the back over there. This TV does use DTS TruSound speakers, so the speaker is at the bottom, not at the top, not at the front facing or anything like that. So I'm gonna give you guys pretty much an overview of the TV itself, explaining the humming noise, explaining the TV turn off by itself on a random, if it does, and the audio settings, picture settings, all of those things, the apps, but not a long video. Go take a look at the remote. Okay, got it to focus. So basic remote. It's not a keyboard remote. It's just basically your standard Vizio remote. Amazon, Netflix, and iHeartRadio. People who has the old revision actually have the MGO symbol right here. But this time we got the iHeartRadio right there. The Vizio main button for the Vizio apps, and that's it. Vizio is it. So let's power on the TV. As you hear, I don't know if you hear that noise. We'll explain it in a few. So let's go to the main thing, settings. So now I brought up the settings menu, which pretty much houses a lot of options, which picture options. I'm gonna go over that right now. That's a crucial thing right now. So a lot of people experience the TV turning off by itself, like a lot of times. Like TV turns off like a lot. The main reason why you experience is because if you have a TV picture mode on standard, it means that the TV is Energy Star required. It means the Energy Star requirements. It means that like that's this energy saving mode. So if you turn on that mode and you're running the TV for a good minute, if the TV just turns off, it means the TV is putting out too much power, and it's putting out too much wattage or too much power voltage, whatever you call it, too much power. So it has to turn off for the safety of the TV and also for the safety of your energy bill, probably. It is sort of good, but then again, it's really annoying for the TV to turn every single like a good 3 hour and then stays off for 25 seconds or more, and then you could power it on manually because it doesn't power on when you power it on. It's pretty much the dimmest, it's pretty much the lowest settings right here. Not really low, but it's pretty much good. You got calibrated mode, which pretty much goes along with the brightness of your room or the brightness of your surroundings. So if your room is really bright, it actually tones it down a bit or calibrates it really good for it. Calibrated dark is somewhat the same thing. Vivid is the main one I use because it's made a picture pop and make everything look bright and colorful and everything like that. And I recommend if you use Vivid, it will never turn off on you on a random. Game mode, they say they use this mode for pretty much to reduce video delay so you won't get game lag. I never experienced this before, but if you have, comment in the description. I never experienced that before because I never used the settings. Computer mode is pretty much for the computer, but it's pretty much drops the sharpness big time. So I never really use that. I just use the Vivid, as you can see. So let's go back. Let's go into audio. We got the TV speakers. You could choose on or off. Surround sound. This uses DTS StudioSound, so it gives you guys the best surround sound volume or sound you ever have. Even if you don't have external speakers. Volume leveling gives you guys the DTS TruVolume, which pretty much optimizes the volume level of each show or movie, so it could sound a lot better, not too low, but just right. We got the balance for the speakers, internal speakers or external speakers, where they use lip sync, the digital audio out, analog audio out, and the equalizer. You could create your own equalizer settings if you want, but I prefer to choose dynamic. If I could get this to, yeah. But I prefer to choose dynamic because it's a lot better. You have flat, bright, bass boost, center, and dynamic. I use dynamic a lot, because it sounds a lot good. It sounds really good. Let's go back again. Let's go in timers, your regular stuff, see timer, power off, blah blah. Network, because this is a internet cable TV, so it has Wi-Fi. It's best to use Ethernet ports, but if you don't want all the wire tangling, use the Wi-Fi. It's best to me. TV tuner, closed captions, devices is one of the things I love because I could name my HDMI ports. I named the HDMI ports according to the cable box one, the laptop, and the Xbox One. You could also name a component if you want. System pretty much shows, your basic stuff like system information. This is the E400i-B2, the version number, and all those things. Menu language, time and local settings, parental controls, CEC, power indicator. This pretty much turns on or off that power indicator. I actually keep it off. I don't like it on. And the reset button. If in the case you have a problem where something goes wrong, you could actually reset the TV. Guided setup of tuner network. User manual if you're feeling sort of lazy enough to don't read the manual itself. Like a lot of that. And that's pretty much it. So we're gonna go to the Vizio apps. Do press it. It brings up the Vizio bar, the Via bar, pretty much. We got the Yahoo Smart TV App Store. We got iHeartRadio, Twitter, Hot List, Facebook, Voodoo, Netflix, Yahoo Profile. It's mostly based off Yahoo internet-based apps. Amazon Instant Video, Flickr, YouTube. YouTube is the worst app on this TV. It is the worst. So if you got an Xbox One, use the Xbox One YouTube app. Do not use the scrap. This is the worst. It cuts off when you so much time and it freezes. It's not good. It needs a big update. You got Hulu Plus. Got Hulu Plus. We got multimedia, which pretty much if you plug in a USB a flash drive, you could actually play your music or play your video or play your or watch a or look on a pit or use a look on a picture if it meets the requirements in or like in case if it meets the formats. Tune in radios. Let's go in App Store. It's actually an overblown screen. And we got the App Store right here. You got a tons of apps, tons of apps. Spotify, Pandora, Revision 3, a lot of apps. Like, a lot of apps, a lot of apps. A lot of apps. Majority of the apps is pretty much, what's it called again? What was it again? It's pretty much news apps, news-based apps like CNN, this and that, and all those things. So pretty much that's the TV itself. Now, the main thing about the TV is that there's a humming problem that a lot of experience. I experience it sometimes, but that's when the screen was completely black. That's the LEDs in the back. That's actually LEDs. I don't know what they do, but that's actually LEDs in the back and the backlighting. So if your backlighting is too strong, turn it down. It will actually lower the level of the sound actually, because that's the LEDs in the back. It's actually crying out loud. Saying I don't know what it is, but it's actually crying. That's how bad it is. So if you don't want the TV to turn off on you a lot, just choose the vivid mode or create your own picture mode, which I'm going to show you right now. Could go up. It clicks a lot. You know, you could go to advanced or professional, and you could create your own picture mode right there if you want. If you create your own picture mode, there's a lot of settings on CNET and whatnot, you know, to get picture modes of this TV. But you know, that's pretty much it. If the TV turns off and you change it on vivid mode or create your own picture mode, do not use energy saving mode. That's the worst. Do not use standard. That's the worst. But otherwise than that, that's Computer Plus, and this is the Vizio E Series 400i B2 TV.